talk about pulling up and pulling out for this week, and lo and behold, a master instructor that I try to channel during my classes, Gail Augusto, posted tips and cues on posture. And then Julie Lauder is somebody that I love her language as an instructor, the way she explains things and her cues, and she'll post videos as well, and she posted one as well. So all this information is in my head on top of what I plan to tell you guys. So I'm going to try to keep it short. I'm not good at that. I'll try to keep it short. So, okay, so we've touched on posture and feet, and we've touched on different things over the videos. So what we're going to talk about is how to have your posture engaging all the muscles in your body as you're pulling out and pulling up. So first, there's always the base, which is your tripod, which we've touched on videos before. And I've always mentioned that you engage your belly and you're pulling the belly up. And the reason for that is a lot of times we forget about our belly and we're pushing it out and we're arching. I don't want to arch it more than I have. I have a hyper-hyperlordosis. I have an arch as it is. But you want to engage your abs to support your back so that you're not collapsing. I'm not going to exaggerate it. I could, but then it's not good for my own spine because I have a split vertebra. So I don't want to push on that. But you get the idea of the ducktail. So you want to have this to support that and not collapse in the front, that your belly's dropping so that this is getting shorter and compressed, and then you're just collapsing and squishing all the cushions between each vertebra, and then you get wear and tear and grinding and bulging discs and so on, herniated discs and stuff. So let's start with the feet. You've got your 3 points, and let's start by opening the lower back. So you know that when we open the lower back, we're pulling on the tailbone down and forward. So we're opening the lower back. But now do this and contract your abs to shorten the pelvis to the sternum. Shorten that distance and engage the abs and shorten the distance. So I'm tucking under, but I'm engaging my abs. I'm folding my shirt, tucking under and crunching the belly. Having done this, now push from the floor, push away from the floor, keep the abs engaged, but let the ab muscles elongate. So they're pulling up, and you'll feel a difference in your lower back. Do it again, crunch, and pull the abs up, but they're still engaged, like a resistance happening. They're still engaged right now. So my lower back is elongating. It's not just the crunching of the abs, it's an opening of the lower back that's happening. So I'm not just like crunching the abs, I'm opening my lower back. So crunch and come up, but elongate the abs, keep them engaged. Okay, so you got the lower half done. You want your hips, knees, and ankles lined up. The other thing you want to do as you keep this engaged, elongated, in a way that you can still talk and breathe, you don't want the upper part to now collapse or arch too far up. So still engaged here, long in your lower back. Now you're thinking of your rib cage, and I usually say the rib cage is hugging you. So it's not sinking in the front. It's not popping out the front, because then you're arching your back again. So it's closing in the front and hugging you. It's not tilting, it's closing. It's like a hug. So the rib cage is closing. See how my rib cage is moving? I'm closing my rib cage. So now I'm all lined up here. Now my shoulders, maybe they're here. Even though my rib cage is where it should be, shoulders are sometimes here because of overstretched muscles. They're stuck in this position. We want to open our chest and work those muscles in a shortened position. So again, feet, crunch the abs, pull up through the abs, keep your abs engaged. That little hug, and you'll feel your rib cage lining up with your hips. And then you want your shoulders to line up as well. So what I suggest is your chest is open, like when we reach out for the walls. when we're reaching out to open our chest and decompress the shoulders. You're pulling towards the walls. But now pretend you're hugging a beach ball from the chest to the arms. You're hugging a beach ball. And Julie Lauder was talking about a ballerina. I'm thinking of a beach ball. I'm rounding to grab that beach ball. I thought this was good by the way, Julie, this is good. I liked it because then what you want to do is start by opening your arms out. See what's happening to my muscles. I don't know if you can see it. So I'm holding a beach ball, and then look at the muscles, how they work. So I don't know if you see that in here. I might be wearing the wrong sports bra, but it opens, and then there's a contraction happening. The shoulder blades are going down. There's a contraction happening. My chest is opening, my shoulders, my arms, there's a rotation happening. So feet are planted. I'm crunching my belly. I'm going to pull up. Abs are engaged and long. My lower back now is long. I'm going to hug my rib cage. And now I'm going to open my upper back and chest. So I'm opening my chest, and the muscles in the back are shortening, and my shoulder blades are going in their pockets. They're down in their pockets. So that's a lot of information, I know. Now that you're here, anytime your arms come up, you want to keep these muscles engaged that you feel when you do this. You feel those muscles engaged. And I also find that what Julie was saying, when your chest is open and you put your hands on your shoulders and that you lift your elbows up, you want to keep the shoulders down. You want to keep, I don't know if everybody has an indentation in their shoulders, but you want to keep that. You don't want to bring it up and lose that. You want to keep the shoulders down and keep those little dents. Elbows open and up. And you might feel, I feel my muscles in here working. And then I open and bring them down, and I feel those muscles engaging under the shoulder blade, below the shoulder blade. So my abs are long, rib cage is hugging me, and my shoulders are in their pockets, down in their pockets. And then when I lift my arms, those muscles are still engaged to keep my shoulders in their pockets. Now I can relax my shoulders and reach with one side of my ribs. And there's so much I want to say. I'm trying to figure out how to divide this video. I guess I'll stop there. So you have your 3 points in your feet. Crunch the belly. Push away from the floor, elongating, the abs still engaged. Your rib cage is hugging you. And then you've got this beach ball, and you want to open your chest and let go of the beach ball, and you'll feel the shoulder blades go in their back pockets. And then from that, when you do arm exercises, you're pulling away from the body, your arms are coming up, you're still having that distance between your ear and your shoulder. You may have less of a contraction in the back, depending what we're doing. The short of it is you want this to be relaxed, and you want the other muscles engaged. So you want this to be relaxed. You don't want to be all crunched up when you're doing stuff with your arms up. You want that opening here. So I'm going to stop there. So the big thing, one more thing actually. I have my 3 points. I keep repeating, I know. I'm going to tuck under, crunch the abs to shorten that distance between the pelvis and your sternum. And now keep it engaged, push against the floor. So now your lower back is long, your abs are long. Hug your rib cage, hugging your body. Do the shoulder blade thing. Shoulders are in their pockets. Okay, now you can lift your arms, keep your shoulder blades down, and lean a little bit forward, but keep that posture. Or you can try with your arms down first. So crunch, elongate, hug. So now your spine is nice and long. Pull on that thread, shoulders are down, and your weight is going to shift a little bit to the front of your body. But nothing here has changed. This is supporting my back, and I'm not arching my lower back. I'm still long in my spine, shoulders are down, and then I can bring my arms to my ears, and I can work from here, and then I can talk later about the open chest line and get into that detail. So I'm going to stop there because I think I talked a lot already. So that's it. That's all I'm going to say for now. I told you I have a lot to say. Yeah, I'll break down in other videos. So bye for now. Thanks. for watching. Hey guys, quick edit that I forgot to mention during the video because I was wanting to talk for like 25 minutes. What I forgot to mention was the 10-point alignment. So for those of you who took belly dance with me for many years, you know what I'm talking about. The 10 points is how we line up. So the piece that I didn't say was you want your chin pulled back a little. So that string, try imagining it pulling you at the base of the skull, and it's pulling you up a little bit as it's pulling your spine so that your chin is back instead of forward. So you want your ears lined up with your shoulders, lined up with your hips, knees, and ankles, and then the following alignment that I talk about. So yeah, so that the ear and the shoulder part, I forgot to mention that. So that's it.